Thought I could hear myself there for a second. Okay. How many of you have been given an opportunity and it sounded really fun, but you didn't do it? Anybody? Out freaking standing. All right. I've done a lot of stuff in my life. I've been to 6 colleges. I'm a Freemason. I've been to 14 countries. I've been in the Navy. I compete in armor with swords. I've done search and rescue. And I work at a casino. So a lot of different times I've been given opportunities, and I was like, you know what, that sounds fun, but all right, I'll do it. It'll be awesome. And I'm going to talk about a few of those that have really been an impact on my life and maybe convince you the next time you're handed something to go ahead and do it. The first one is the Society for Creative Anachronisms. For those of you who don't know what it is, i.e. all of you, we recreate the Middle Ages, like the good parts, not the plague and the disease and all the stuff that you don't want to remember, but the honor and stories and fighting. And this is my helm. This is what I fight in. It keeps me safe. I fight in 75 pounds of armor. This thing is 12-gauge steel, and you'll see it's dented all to hell because that was done while it was on my head. We fight full armor, full force, full speed, full contact. Yes, it hurts like hell, but it's a lot of fun because there is nothing just like armoring up and walking out for God, country, and the men standing next to you. And women, because we do have ladies that fight, and going out and beating the ever-living tar out of the guy standing across from you. But it's not just fighting. We also do all the arts and sciences. I brew, I do embroidery in public, I sew, I make liqueurs, I do leather work, I do all the kinds of stuff that you recreate the Middle Ages and the arts and sciences that we did. Now, I've been doing that for 9 years. The reason I did it was one day I was sitting with a bunch of my friends, and it was a Sunday morning, and said, you know, one of my friends said, I'm going to go to practice. I'm going to go fight with swords. You want to do it? I'm like, that sounds kind of, yes. And so I went, and I didn't miss a practice for 3 years. Twice a week and a tournament on Saturdays, and I've been doing it for 9 now. After 5 years, I got a tattoo on my back where it's 2 crossed swords. I actually brought my swords into the artist, and it said death before dishonor, because that's what I believe in, and that's what the SCA, or Society of Creative Anachronisms, has taught me. Now, when I was in college the first time, because it's been a few, I found another thing that someone said, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. I did search and rescue. And we did mountain search and rescue in the mountains of New Mexico and Colorado. And I brought something from my first mission. It was a body recovery from a plane crash. That's a piece of the plane. It's a little 2-seater Cessna smacked into the side of a mountain. We found the pilot was was out of the pilot's chair, and we found him wrapped around the engine. The contents of his skull was removed and replaced with engine parts. The other guy who was in the plane was 200 feet down the mountain. That's a piece of the plane that I found, and the insurance people will probably think that's why the plane crashed, because I didn't tell them. But I got to go all over New Mexico and Colorado and find lost people that were stuck on the mountain, and we had to go get them. And it really helped me because we got to go out and find people. Now, the last thing that I do is I work at a casino, which is so much more awesome than it sounds. I get to deal cards, I deal craps, and I brought in a couple of chips. Let me get this thing on. These are chips from the poker room. They're each worth $1. And that's what all the money is on the table to me. Somebody said, hey, I was going to go work there in facilities in a steam plant. They said, you know, with your personality in your hands, you could be a dealer and make more money. I like money, so I became a dealer. I've dealt to $10,000 a hand in blackjack. A hand of blackjack, by the way, takes about 45 seconds. So someone was making 10 G's or losing 10 G's every 45 seconds. I've dealt to people who were $1.5 million up, 800,000 down, and I've seen the gamut. So I've done a lot of things in my life, and I'm really proud of it. So, and all of them were because someone said, you know, you want to try this? I was like, yeah, I'll do that. It sounds like fun. And so the next time somebody offers you an opportunity like that, and you're like, no, it sounds kind of lame. No, go try it. Try it out. Play the video game. Look into the Navy. Do whatever somebody does that gives you an offer, and you know what? Try it out. All right?